Ahoy everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Wild. So, off camera I did a bit of mining, and today we're here to rectify an issue that, if not fixed, will cause me to go insane. You see, that is the wrong storage crate. There is a slight issue I'm having. Every one of these types of ores is from a different mod and cannot be stacked. I'll take you down to the mine later to show you, but it's a bit ridiculous. Like here, these two types of tin, they just don't. I'm going to go insane. So, we're going to fix that today. And the way we're going to do that, I believe, is we're going to make a pulverizer from thermal expansion. So how I would normally go about doubling ores is I'd make the sag mill from Ender.io, because it gives you actually some fairly nice byproducts for whenever it does its things. But the problem is the sag mill is too smart. So for instance, if I stuck in a, turn back on tooltips, if I stuck in a copper here from thermal foundation, then I would get a copper dust from thermal foundation. And the same goes for IniziCraft. If I put in a IniziCraft copper ore, I get a IniziCraft copper dust. And that would just not help the problem at all, because then I'll have all these ingots which don't stack. But with the pulverizer from thermal expansion, it is less smart. So where if I put in any type of copper ore, it will give me the thermal expansion equivalent of it in a dust, if there is one. So for like the random ores like Gallia and let's see, what's another one? Yellowite and stuff like that, then there's no equivalent for that in thermal expansion, so it'll just give you the ore of the mod. But yeah, so that is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be making ourselves a pulverizer, and then of course stuff to power it as well. So we need, does this have to be purple? No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, glass, a tin gear, which is just that, iron. So I got some sand. Let's go ahead and smelt that. And we'll need to smelt ourselves some tin. How much tin are we going to need? 4, and then some iron. So some tin. And start that cooking. We will also need a piston. So let's get that going. Redstone, need cobble. We already have cobble. So today I think is going to be a very unhurried video. I'm going to need another crafting table. Crafting station. There we go. Piece of tin, there we go. Like this. One cool thing just is, so besides these things keep their inventory, you can also see the which is just a cool thing. Okay, so 4 glass around like this, then 4 iron, basic machine frame. Also need redstone conductive cable, which is just, is this thing? Nope. Which is just gold. So I'm going to be wasteful on fuel and only smelt 1, because we'll be able to double those here in a minute. So this setup we're going to do today is just going to be a temporary thing. Because Mechanism, which is a fantastic mod, all their stuff looks just fantastic, and it's super useful. But Mechanism lets you go up to 5 times ore doubling, I believe. So 1 ore will give you 5 of an ingot, which is fantastic. Boop, boop. Got that. What else do we need? Oops. Let me pull up the recipe again. Pulverizer. Flint, you'll have to go and get, I think. I do not have any of that, actually. What was it? Flint and then copper gear. Yeah, so we'll need 8 copper. From our small supply. Here, let's go out and get some flint, and then I'll show you the madness known as the underground in this pack. So here is just our mine currently. So this area is mined out, and it doesn't look too bad. But as I went further down, I started to realize that, yeah, as you can see, I stopped mining everything because I would be spending years of my existence trying to mine everything. So like, yeah, I'm just walk in here. Yeah, copper ore, different copper ore. Yeah. And like a lot of this nuclear craft stuff, I am nowhere near needing. So I didn't even see a reason to try to mine most of those. But yeah, the underground is, I guess you could call it exciting. I think it's just cluttered. Because every mod is so every mod is doing its own generation instead of just picking one type of copper ore to use. It's using all of them. Which results in that down there. Anyway, gravel. I think there's some over here in this. Gravel. There's an extreme hills right over there. There's the gravel in those. Or some right here. It's 1. Still 1. There we go. All right. All right. So we have that. We have our machine frame, and our copper is now done. And get these gears crafted up. And so this should be our pulverizer. So probably either next episode after we get this ore doubling done, I'll go mine a bit more, just to get a set for a bit. There, and there's gravel right there. Oh well. And then we'll probably start actually working on our base, which needs to be called something other than our base. And I am open to suggestions. Let's just put it over here. Auto. That's new. So, you know, we're already going through all the thermal expansion stuff. What is just the cost of this? Basically the same thing we just made, which we can do. Need 10 again. Yeah, so what is the can't remember the name of it. Actually, oh yeah, this requires the no, the grains of infinity. Yeah, so Ender.io has done this thing in the recent update of it, where all their stuff now takes these grains of infinity, which you get by setting bedrock on fire, flint and steel. And you have to wait for the fire to go out, and there's a 50% chance you'll get a grain of infinity, which is mildly annoying. So, actually, I think we can make this. We have that. Aluminum wire. Yeah, and IniziCraft. Not the biggest fan. Yeah. Yeah. So just call coal and iron casing and cobblestone. That's completely doable. Let's just do that. I think that's smart enough to, yep. Without having to craft any of the laser conduits. There's our tin for our gear. Go ahead and craft that up. Furnace. That is a skeleton. Where away? I keep losing it. There it is. We'll need copper gears as well. 8 more copper. I'm definitely being shot at. I see it on the mini-map, but I don't. There it is. That's amusing. Ow. There we go. Mild amounts of pain. Not sure what the effects of this one are. We'll find out, I guess. Interesting. Alright, so we have, yes, basic machine frame we can make. We can make the redstone conduit again after this melts. There's that. Get the gold smelted up. What's the top block? Just a piece of redstone. Yeah, okay. Alright, and there is this. There's that. Yep, and so test to see if this actually works, because if it doesn't, I will be sad. Yep, thermal foundation. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, what I think, so we got a bit of time left. Let me talk about what I had thought of doing for, this isn't the best use of food. Well, oh well. What I had thought about doing for a base here. So, oh, I didn't even, oil, What I had thought about doing in here is the base is kind of going to be split into two parts. It's going to have a more kind of I don't know how to describe it, more of a rustic part in this area here where this mountain is making these cool shapes for us. And then over on this side, more away, we're going to have more of our magic and our advanced things. So like IniziCraft will probably put over in this area, kind of leading into this nice crystal forest, while we have more of our kind of like our immersive engineering mechanism stuff of that nature over on the far side of this little wall we have here. That's what I was thinking anyway. Let me know what you guys think of that down in the comments. I believe that's all I have for right now. I will be going through all of the ores we got and smelting them up and getting all that sorted. Then I'll spend a bit of time off camera gathering some building materials, and then in the next episode we should be able to get started on building our base. Thank you all for watching, and in the words of Game Fruit Pulp, I will catch you all next time.